We decided to do some shorter and less strenuous hikes in the park while I did more research on the location of the miner's cabin. We chose the Wall Street Mill hike since it has a direct correlation to the Desert Queen mine, which we already hiked.
The history of Wall Street Mill begins in 1928, when two ambitious miners struck gold nearby. They filed their claim as Wall Street, after the nation's skyrocketing money machine. The name was all too appropriate. 2 years later, both the stock market and mine were in shambles. Shortly thereafter, local resident Bill Keyes reclaimed the land. He built a bunkhouse on the property, and hauled in a 2-stamp mill to process ore from the Desert Queen mine. The mill was only in operation for a few years, before falling into disuse. One reason for its short lifespan is that Bill Keyes had a run-in with his neighbor over the use of the road to the mill. Keyes was convicted of murder and spent 5 years in San Quentin prison. He was eventually exonerated because it was determined he shot his neighbor in self-defense.
This is the location of a shootout between Worth Bagley and William Keyes in 1943. According to Keyes' testimony, the two constantly argued over land ownership and use. Their arguing culminated in a gunfight after Bagley ambushed Keyes. The gunfight ended with Bagley dead and Keyes convicted of manslaughter. After his release from San Quentin State Prison in 1948, Keyes returned to his home at Desert Queen Ranch and carved a stone marker that once stood here. Someone vandalized the marker in 2014. Park staff relocated the stone to the park's museum for safekeeping. This sculpture is a representation of the original marker. The terrain in this location would make a great ambush spot.
The Wall Street Mill is a weathered example of machinery used by gold miners to process ore in the early 1900s. Although it has sat idle for decades, it is one of the best preserved mills in the park, landing it on the National Register of Historic Sites.
morning. Today is Tuesday, May 18th of 2021, and it is our 3rd anniversary today.
We're at the Split Rock Trail, and we're going to go try and find the elusive miner's cabin. This is our first waypoint, where the trail to the mine veers off from the Split Rock Trail.
Eagle Cliffs Mine is a small claim located in the hills high above Desert Queen Mine. The mine is, for the most part, inconsequential. It's the small cabin built into the rocks nearby that make this one of the most fascinating treasures in all of Joshua Tree National Park.
Waypoint number 2. Waypoint number 3. The elusive miner cabin is up there somewhere. That's where we're going. Compared to our attempt 2 days ago, this route is shorter but steeper. Waypoint number 4. What's nice about these waypoints is it doesn't only make route finding easier, it gives you a little bit of motivation because you chip away at it piece by piece. Waypoint number 4 is also the beginning of the steepest part of the climb.
Several of the cabin walls remain, including one with a 6-pane window, and the roof above is still intact. Gaps between the boulders were filled with rock and mortar to make walls, and a stone chimney was built into a crevice at the back of the cabin. Cupboards, shelving, crates, and a stove all remain intact. Pots and cups lie around, as if the cabin's occupants just left for the day. Let's hope these two are able to find it, and have a look around.
You want me to go, or do you want to go?
Okay.
We're getting serious.
Protecting my hands.
What goes up must come down. Ready?
As I'll ever be.
Your anniversary present is up there.
Yeah, right. Are we gonna do Chinese food after this?
I'm gonna do something after this. Let's just do this first.
Cowboy bath.
Lead the way.
Here we go. Fix me.
One of these? Do you want a Band-Aid?
No.
Huh?
No.
You sure?
Yeah.
Passing through waypoint number 5. We survived the steep section. I'm not gonna lie, that was a little... What is it, snake? Just stay there. Where is it?
Right there, under the tree.
See that black rock to your left?
Yeah.
Go to that. That's why I've been out in front, thinking I would scare them away. Just go to that black rock to your left and hug these rocks here. You should be fine. You scared it. I didn't see it. I didn't even hear it. Well, I heard it after you screamed.
What?
I didn't see it or hear it until after you screamed. I think you scared the shit out of it. Can you see it still?
Yeah.
Well, let's move past it. I was wondering why we didn't see any in those rocks we were climbing up. Come on. Let's get away from it. to your left, hon. Come on, leave the snake alone.
You see that bush right there?
Yeah.
Right behind that.
All right. Well, let's just leave it alone. Let's get out of here. I guess I should be louder when I walk. Well, as I was saying, that was pretty sketcy. Up until Christy saw a rattlesnake. Can I borrow your pole? Tape pole?
Yeah.
Just don't stick your hand in any cracks.
To the left? Something looks bigger to the left.
Waypoint 6. Don't go in there, there's snakes.
Really fast.
Come on.
Alright, can you just get there now? Please. Please, please.
Number 7. The last waypoint before we get to the house. All right, we're here. Now we just need to find the cabin. There is a mine concealed beneath an oak tree near the center of the plateau. The house within the boulders is on the east side of the plateau.
Oh, there it is.
Right there?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. You found the pane glass window. That's so cool.
Do we want to try and go around the other side?
Yeah. Wow. It's amazing. Happy anniversary, honey. We found it. We found the miner's cabin at Eagle Cliff Mine, and luckily we bumped into Anna. She actually hiked in from the Desert Queen mine, and she's offered to give us a ride back to our car. The hike from Desert Queen mine is longer, but easier. The hike from Split Rock is shorter, but harder. I don't want to go past the boulders, and Christy doesn't want to go past the rattlesnake. Ready, ladies?
Ready.
Anna?
Yeah, let's do it.
Lead the way.
The intact nature of the cabin's interior is a testament to the location's remoteness and to the discretion of past visitors who have chosen to leave the site as they found it. If you do actually find the place, please leave it as you found it too, so that it remains a treasure for future generations.
When you hiked in, did you find a lot of side trails?
It was hard to tell what was like a side trail and what was a trail. Yeah, it was a side trail and what was like people had started to like wander off. They were like, whoops, and then they like
Exactly, yeah. When we tried this route before, that's the problem that we had.
Yeah, so we came from up there. Yeah. Is where we came down. Oh, to go down to the cabin. That's what I accidentally did. I kind of went up there and I was like, oh, this is off the trail. Yeah, and pretty much on the other side of that, yeah, you go through like under a rock, and then there's a trail, and that's where we found rattlesnakes.
But no, we didn't find it. You found it.
Yes, I did.
This is where we got sidetracked 2 days ago when we were trying to find the cabin from the Desert Queen mine trail. That's where we went through, trying and scale the side of the mountain because we had the wrong GPS coordinates. When in fact, the actual trail to the cabin goes that direction.
Yeah. Have you seen one yet? Not here. Okay, saw when we were camping at Lake San Margarita. Who's that?
We were so thankful to bump into Anna at the miner's cabin. I tossed out the idea of hiking to the Desert Queen mine instead of the strenuous route back down to Split Rock, but I wasn't sure if we'd be able to get a ride back to the Jeep. Anna really helped us out tremendously and was a good hiking partner. The least we could do is pay her for her time. She's living the van life and working from the road, so we wanted to give her some money for gas.
One of the things we like most about overlanding in general are the people we meet along the way. It is comforting to know that the people in this community will go out of their way to help each other out. It does not matter that you were strangers at first, because that will not be the case for very long. It is all about the adventure and making friends along the way.